You know what, ladies? I gotta be real with y'all as always. A lot of y'all let a lot of things pass by way too easily. Y'all let a lot of things fly when it comes to your guy. That rhymed. That was good. And I support love. I support relationships. I support being someone that you really like a lot, right? But, you know, I'm here to make things clear, to make things apparent, and to decipher things for y'all, you know? You may like your guy a lot. Totally understand it. But I'm going to break down some things that good and solid men never do. And things you should never let fly, or things you should take note of and pay attention to, right? So in this video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things that solid men never and should never tell you. And as always, before I get into it, please subscribe. If you like my content, if you like the things I talk about, follow me. Subscribe to your guy. Like, comment, all that good stuff. Talk about what I'm talking about. Let's get straight to it. So the first thing that a solid guy will never tell a woman is disparaging and discouraging remarks and comments. Because think about it. If you're with the guy, y'all made a pact to be together, y'all married, y'all in a relationship, y'all plan on being with each other for a very long time. So because you're with this person, y'all have to build something together. Y'all in a way become one. So how in the world do you accept when this very important person to you makes disparaging and discouraging remarks to you? That's like disrespecting yourself in a way, right? Because like I said, you two are becoming one. So because you two are one, how can I talk about you when we are one? That means I'm disrespecting myself. Because in the perfect world, in a healthy relationship, if you see your partner is going through something, instead of discouraging them, you want to encourage them, because you are one with this person. Because you know if you help your partner, you help yourself, because you are, say it, one with this person. You cannot have a crack in your union and think it's going to be successful. You cannot see a fault in your relationship and think it's going to be successful. Instead, you two have to mend the crack. Y'all got to fix that fault so that you are truly one, that you are truly a union. You feel me? And as a man, I know this team we're doing, right? But I also know I am not the body of this team. This woman is literally my better half of this relationship. You feel me? So how can I make my better half better if I'm saying things that's going to make it worse? I want y'all to understand how these actions just don't make sense. The second thing a solid man will never say to his woman is pile on her physical flaws or struggles. Once again, you committed yourself as a man. You committed yourself to a woman. You love her for everything she is. But you also know as a man that she is not perfect just as much as you aren't perfect. She has flaws along with the things you love about her. Just like she knows you have flaws but still loves you for who you are. So a solid man will never think that he is too grand, he is too perfect to pile on to the things his woman is struggling with. And that includes physically and mentally. So as a man, if you feel like your woman is going through physical changes, or that she has flaws that you can't handle, or that she is struggling with things that you are well capable of helping with and aiding in, and instead of helping or aiding her, you decide to pile on her with these things, with these struggles, with these issues that you see in her. How does that make sense? How is that going to help her? And in turn, not helping her is not going to help you. Solid men don't think one way. We don't think in one-way streets. We don't think in one-way routes, and we don't think in one-way avenues. Solid men know that the street goes 2 ways. It's multi-directional. The street doesn't start with him and end with her. He knows that this is a partnership, so it's going to start with him and go to her and come back to him, and go back to her and come back. It's a partnership. So a solid man understands that. He understands that she cannot do this by herself. And why should she do this by herself if she's in a relationship with you, brother? Just like you can't do this by yourself without her. Because once again, this is a committed relationship, right? The third thing that a solid man never says to a woman is how much she needs him. This got to be one of the most narcissistic, cocky, disrespectful things you can say to a woman. You're a woman. What void does that fill a man when he tells a woman how much she needs him? What does that do for that man? I always wonder that, because clearly he is saying that to fill something in him, because him saying that to her does nothing for her. So it has to be some kind of selfish motive on his part. Why do you feel so high and mighty and powerful that you have to tell someone else how much they need you? That says a lot more about you than it says about her. Now that is a sign of weakness. That is a sign of false manhood. And that is a sign that you need to check yourself, because solid men never say that to their woman. Because once again, you need her just as much as she needs you, because, say it, this is a partnership. This is a tag team. This is a team. The fourth thing that solid men never say to their woman is actually the opposite of what I'm saying. It's actually an act that is opposite of saying anything. Solid men never avoid important conversations. Ladies, if you bring up a topic that is very important to not only you but to him, because you guys are a team, if it's very important to the status and the situation of your relationship, if it is essential to the future of your relationship with this man, and he finds a way to avoid it, if he finds a way to run away from it, if he finds a way to change the topic from this important topic, then that is a red flag. Solid men do not avoid conversations. Solid men do not avoid important conversations. In fact, we look forward to important conversations. You know why? Because important conversations helps build your future with your woman. Important conversations help build your relationship, because those important conversations may be very uncomfortable, but comfort does not breed growth. Comfort makes things stagnant. And if you're serious about your relationship, you're going to understand the seriousness of communication. So you're going to have a conversation about this very uncomfortable situation in order to be better, right? Because if you don't have this conversation, things are going to be uncomfortable. They're going to be unfinished. That's going to leave things pinned up in each of y'all. You don't want none of those things. You don't want things that cause stress. So you're going to have to tackle uncomfortable situations. A real man understands this. A real man looks forward to these conversations because he knows this is for the betterment of the relationship. Get him out the way. A real man knows when he sees something that doesn't seem right, that may be, even uncomfortable to his woman, he knows he has to say something. Because if not, that's how secrets begin, that's how misunderstandings start, and that's how bad seeds are planted. It's okay to be uncomfortable. Healthy relationships have uncomfortable conversations. Never forget that. And the last thing that solid men never do, no exceptions, doesn't even cross our mind, is to verbally abuse his woman and have malintent in his conversations with her. Abusing your woman is like shooting yourself. It's like getting a bat and just beating yourself. Like I said earlier in the video, you guys are together, right? You're in a relationship. So how could you hurt the better half of you? Also, a real man doesn't hit a woman. A real man doesn't hit anybody unless he has to in the protection of his loved ones. Also, a real man, a solid man, knows how to communicate without being disparaging, without being verbally abusive, without being belittling, without talking with malintent. Solid men know these things. So if you notice your man, your guy is doing these things, then it is time to check your partner. If you confront him and you bring this up and he still continues to do these things, then it may be time to cut ties. Just being real with y'all. Because once again, the title of this video, solid men do not do any of these things. We don't even think these things. These red flags are not even part of our DNA. So I hope I was able to remind y'all of what a good man is, what a solid man is, and what he does and what he says. And this is also a check for men out there who may be thinking they're living a rightful manhood. But man, if you're doing any of these things, then you need to check yourself. I hope this video was able to help you, able to remind you of what you deserve, and if need be, able to check you. I look forward to seeing y'all in my next video. Peace and blessings to all y'all. Good night.